Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be commenting on a video that was sent to me by Sasha, Moran, Reinhold. And this video is actually of her doing a lesson and schooling some jumps at home. So I'm going to go ahead and give you some of my feedback on that, a little different than the judge's commentary. A couple notes about the video. It is from sort of far away and some of the jumps are harder to see from the view that I have, but I'm going to go ahead and try to do my best and give you some feedback on what I can see. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first jump she's going to come to is a trot cross rail. I think she comes in with a little bit of a weak trot. And then she just needs a little bit more leg there at the base. So that way she has a little more impulsion and can push her horse up and over the top of the fence. And her change was just a hair rough. I think her elbow was a little locked there. If she'd softened her elbow, the change would have been a little bit smoother. It was better. And again, a little bit of a rough change. I think just softening that elbow will allow the horse to step into that change a little bit smoother. Now she's going to trot into this cross rail here. Trot it in nice. And then she's going to continue on a bending line to her oxer. She takes a very outside track there, which it worked out very nicely. But she definitely chose more of a outside track. Going to do that again this time. Cantering in, canters in nicely, and now here's really where you want to keep your left leg on so that your horse does not bow out to the left. And she did do a very nice job there, kept the line very, very straight, and I thought that was even better, straighter and more direct. You have choices when you have a bending line. You have the center to center straight track. You can add more distance in between them by bowing out to the left and going for an outside track. Or if you need to make up strides or distance, you can take the inside track, and that'll help you to be able to shorten the distance between the two jumps there. That gate she did looked fine. Might have been tight, but again, it's hard to see from the view that I'm at. She's going to come to the gray wall now. And I think there it got a little tight. I don't think she found the line to the jump early enough. I think if she had found that a little earlier, kept her right leg on to keep her horse straighter, the distance may have been a little bit nicer. And she's going to do her bending line again here. And starts the cross rail, came in fine. Now again, you can see her track wiggled there, and she kind of bowed out to the left and then came back to center. And that is what made her distance be so tight, and then that contributed to the messy lead change and not being able to get the change after that jump as well. So again, staying on your track is really important. Here she comes into this oxer a little bold, and then doesn't make an adjustment early and just kind of lets him canter down there, and ends up having a rail because she's out tight. So I would say either you're going to have to leave a stride out there, or make your adjustment earlier if you want to add that stride. She's going to come to her gate again now. And again, this one I have sort of from a back view, but it looked nice to me. She's doing a very nice job with this horse. Overall, I think they're a good pair. They fit well together, and the horse is happy to be jumping around. So good decision there. I just think that instead of pushing with your body for that decision, sitting up tall, using your leg will help the horse more than just pushing your body at that distance. Comes in nice there, a little bit bold, but no problem. Now finding that track, again, right at the last minute, you can see her horse bowed out to the left and then came back to center, and she chipped out again. And this outside line worked out a little bit better that time, much nicer. So a couple things that I noticed, and I'm just gonna Let her kind of ride, and you can just kind of watch. These are just general comments. A couple things I notice in general are just her softening her elbow a little bit. Making a good plan is helpful when you're trying to find your distances and trying to, you may have to adjust that plan based on things that happen, but having a plan, trying to follow it, and if you need to make adjustments, being able to do that. Keeping the elbow soft, also kind of just closing her base a little bit so she has a little bit more of control over her seat. So she's setting herself in the tack a little bit more rather than bouncing more. Now into that line there, it seemed as though she picked a little bit. Maybe she didn't see a distance and she started picking. And then once you start doing that, you're kind of messing up your rhythm and your straightness, and then that's when your distance can be affected by that. So I would say if you don't see anything, to just go ahead and stay nice and still and keep an even, balanced rhythm. Just want to say thank you to Sasha for sending this video. This last line looked nice. I hope you guys enjoyed my comments, and thanks so much.